let's do it. I'm known as the spread crusher, so I like to eat. Delicious.
I think we might have just stumbled onto a little nickname for you. Chef Kris cooking up some K's.
Oh yeah, cooking up some K's. I like that.
This is Jake Eisenberg, here for a refreshing conversation presented by Coca-Cola, because nothing goes better with your favorite ballpark foods than an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Today, we're serving up some barbecue to Royals lefty Kris Bubic. And Kris, we've got some barbecue on deck. Kansas City's known for it. There are a couple of ballpark staples. There's some barbecue from other places. You ready to dig in?
Oh yeah, let's do it. I'm known as the spread crusher, so I like to eat.
Okay, spread crusher it is. Let's start with the first one. Let's go with the Kansas City Royals, the brisket acho. You'll see this one around Kauffman Stadium. I think there's a T-shirt. Like, it's a pretty hot ticket item when you're coming to the K for a ball game. So we've got chopped brisket, barbecue baked beans, cheesy corn, coleslaw, barbecue sauce all over this thing.
Wow.
And then the bed of tortilla chips, and obviously you see it's in the helmet.
Yeah, this is
which
very
I
creative.
will always say makes it taste better. There's just something about it.
Oh, yeah.
If you crush the whole thing, you get a souvenir too. That's nice.
This is quite the creation.
Ready to dig in?
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, I can't go wrong with brisket here. I mean, I love barbecue. Put brisket on anything, it always works. So.
Is brisket like is that your go-to kind of barbecue?
I'd say so. Brisket, burnt ends.
Mm-hmm.
I know burnt ends are big here. So I say between those two, I mean, I could eat those all day.
So let's rewind back to when you first joined this organization. 40th overall pick in 2018, come out of Stanford University. And what's that moment like when you get the phone call that says, hey, you're going to be a professional ball player?
Yeah, it all happened really fast, to be honest, on the day of. Draft day is always a whirlwind. Super excited, obviously, just have the opportunity. Getting selected by the Royals, you get a phone call like a couple picks before to kind of give you an idea of, hey, this is what's going to happen here. And, then your mind's racing. You tell your family, your friends. We had a little watch party, actually, at Stanford. That was really fun.
What do you say? One more bite of this one?
Let's do it.
And then we'll kind of give our
I'll try
rating
to
and
grab a
move on
nacho
from there.
bowl.
Yeah, get that thing loaded up with some of the
There
cheesy
you go.
corn. That's, I think, the unsung hero of this one, is the cheesy corn. It's a little messy, but that's okay. Messiness is deliciousness.
Yeah, it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
That's
we're
pretty
setting
solid.
we're setting a high bar to
Certainly,
start.
yeah.
That is the brisket acho. That has always been a fan
Delicious.
favorite. Ready for the next one?
Let's do it.
This is the barbecue peanut butter cup sandwich. You got pulled pork, you got barbecue sauce, there's some bacon bits in there, and then it's stuffed with peanut butter cups. I don't know about you, I could eat peanut butter cups literally forever. That was the go-to kind of bus ride snack.
I've never had this combination together because I do love peanut butter cups as well, and I love barbecue, as I mentioned. So this should be interesting.
All right, here we go.
Let's do it.
You get the sweetness from the peanut butter cups.
Yeah, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. It's not, the peanut butter cups don't overpower it. It still tastes like a good barbecue sandwich to me.
And you can't go wrong with barbecue either.
Yeah, it's just solid. Really good.
Yeah. You guys smell the smells from around the ballpark. You're like, huh, I could
Oh,
go
yeah,
for
I
one of
mean,
those.
In the bullpen, you can see people walking down the steps with their food and their drinks, and sometimes it's like, oh, that sounds really good right now, or that's really tempting. Like, hey, can you give me a bite of your hot dog?
What else do you guys talk about? Pass the time down there when you need to.
What's funny is I don't know if early in the season they were doing this, but since I've been in the bullpen, I'm kind of the main trivia guy. So I'll bring down like a list of questions every single day and ask the guys when they're all down there. It's usually about the third inning. Different trivia questions. It could be sports related, non-sports related, or literally anything you can think of. It's
You
funny.
got a trivia question or a set of questions ready for tonight's game?
Oh, I'll get there. Yeah,
One that you can share with us?
Oh, that's a good one. Last night, I did some quick hitters. One of the first ones I did was, what color is a giraffe's tongue?
I have no idea.
It's close. Purple. Purple.
Giraffe's tongue is purple.
That's true.
See,
That's true.
and this is why you watch Refreshing Conversations presented by Coca-Cola, because not only are we going to try food, we're going to learn about giraffe tongues and a bunch of other things with Kris Bubic. All right, we've gone 2 up, 2 down. with these barbecue dishes, the brisket acho and now the barbecue peanut butter cup sandwich. Now it's time for a little twist. We got a barbecue sundae. It's a layer of cornbread, then you've got some barbecue pork on top of that. It's covered in homemade coleslaw, and then it's finished off with another slice of cornbread, and it's served, like a sundae in a cup with a spoon. So kind of like an ice cream sundae you get at the ballpark. You can see the kind of 2 pieces of cornbread, like sandwich in there. Look, first glance, it's gonna be an interesting eating experience.
Yeah.
I think you're up to the challenge. And I don't know, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Here we go. This is the barbecue sundae.
Eating in a cup.
You gotta kind of dig through.
Man, I'm trying to dig through the cornbread.
No, it's
to
okay.
get the
Let it be a mess. That's part of the fun.
Yeah, cornbread's good. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge coleslaw fan, but I'm trying to get to that barbecue underneath.
It's good barbecue.
Oh yeah, the barbecue's always A+. Can't go wrong with that. I'm a little bit mixed on the coleslaw though.
Okay. All right, we'll see how many more bites of this one you take. So we were talking about Tommy John surgery a little bit. How do you process knowing that you're not going to be on a field for 12 to 15 months and going to have to go through that arduous rehab and coming back from that kind of surgery?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. There's never a good time to get hurt, but unfortunately, my body got in the way, and you spent the next year plus obviously going through that process of rehabbing, and the trainers here and the athletic staff were great.
And now you got the zipper to show for it.
Oh yeah,
you want to show that thing
you
off?
Can't miss that thing. It's a little bit, the skin's a little bit more blended in now and less dark, I guess. But early on, yeah, that thing was very noticeable.
A lasting memory of that ordeal, for better or for worse. So you take the mound for the first time at the big league level. How do you soak that all in? How do you appreciate that moment for what it is?
Yeah, it was fun. I'll be honest, a little bit nerve-wracking. It's so much time away, and you don't really know, how your body's going to respond or how a hitter's going to react. It's one thing throwing on a rehab assignment kind of when you're scheduled to throw, but when you go in, especially out of the bullpen, when it's a little more unpredictable, I want to physically bounce back well, but it was fun. It was really fun pitching. It was in Colorado, and it was a really enjoyable experience. But now kind of it's back to normal, and just pitching is pitching. So
it can't always be perfect. You can't always not give up a hit, and not every food item in front of you is going to be a winner either. I think we're kind of in agreement that the first 2 were definitely a level above the barbecue sundae. Not that it's not that it's bad, but like the other 2 set the bar pretty high. It was a 9 out of 10 to start.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. I didn't rate the second one, but I'll give it like a 7.5 out of 10, pretty solid. And then this one, it's good. I like cornbread, so I'll give it like a 4 out of 10.
Okay, that's okay.
Not horrible.
It's okay.
But
can't all be
tough.
winners. You ready for the 4th and final
Let's
barbecue taste? Okay, this is our loaded brisket baked potato, jumbo-sized spud. Got cheese, sour cream, a gargantuan mound of succulent chopped brisket with this little sprinkle of cheddar cheese on top. I'm gonna squash it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Try to open this thing
get
up.
the brisket in there as best I can.
This
We're really
is
hitting the brisket hard today.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the staple, isn't it? If you're gonna go barbecue, you gotta go brisket. All right, so here's what I want to know. How are you passing the time off the field? What are the things that Kris Bubic likes to do off the field? And maybe not just in Tommy John rehab, but in general. You get home, what's going on?
Yeah, that's funny. I've never been a guy that's been. I could probably always improve my hobbies off the field, to be honest. But I think kind of getting dialed in with like the nutrition aspect for the first 6 months of the recovery. I started to cook a lot of my own meals. I found some passion with, and I still cook a lot of my own meals to this day.
Well, it kind of sounds like, Kris, next time we do this, next time we have a refreshing conversation presented by Coca-Cola, you're going to need to be master chef and
I'll
bring
supply the menu.
And bring some menu items for us to sample.
Oh yeah.
And I think, look, if you don't like it, you can tell me, but I think we might have just stumbled onto a little nickname for you coming out of the bullpen.
Oh,
Chef Kris.
all right.
Chef Bubic.
Yeah, I'll take that.
When you're cooking up some K's.
Oh yeah.
I think that goes kind of nicely.
Especially Kris with a K. There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly. What do we think about this one?
Really good. Can't go wrong with meat and potatoes. I'm gonna say 8.5 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10. Okay, so sounds like final rankings. Brisket Acho takes it.
Oh yeah.
We started off real strong with the Brisket Acho, and
yeah.
it's really good.
That's correct.
All right, well, that's Chef Kris. He's cooking up K's from the mound, and we got to try some barbecue here this afternoon. Kris, this has been fun getting to know you and sharing some of this food. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
This has been a refreshing conversation presented by Coca-Cola. Remember, every one of your favorite ballpark foods goes perfectly with an ice-cold Coca-Cola. That's Kris. I'm Jake. We'll talk to you next time.